This week in Ken's Tech Lab, we're going to try to fix the leaking on the Uniformation Wash 3 Ultra. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody, and here we are on the Uniformation, what is it, Wash Ultra 3. I believe that's how they put it. It's not the Ultra 3 Wash, that's what I would have said, but it's the Wash 3 Ultra. And if everybody watched the last video, this entire pan right here, where those big drums of liquid go in, started leaking and filled this up with water. If I would have been using IPA, I think I probably would have had a bigger issue. But luckily I tried it with water first. The only issue I really had with the water was the draining it couldn't tell if it actually got all the liquid out, and the pump kept on running until it came up with an error. Now, the manual does say only use IPA. It does not say to use water. So I'm going to blame that part on that change. Now, we'll try that again once I get the leaking stop of using IPA. So, if you remember last time I showed a close-up of these little prongs here that push up on the inside of the little ball that holds the liquid in the jugs. Well, what we need to do, since two of these have broken prongs, is to replace two of these. They also have a little rubber gasket that's right here, and I did make sure that the rubber gasket was present and in the location where it's supposed to be on all three of these. So if we flip it over, they actually have a metal plate that covers where the hoses go inside here. I think that's also to reinforce the plastic from bending from the large, heavy when they're filled with liquid bottles. So what we're going to do is actually see what's under here besides the screws, and we're going to take all these screws out. And that one fell down inside. Alright, let's reveal what we have on the inside of this thing. So this cover is an aluminum cover, just going across the top, and I believe that has to do with supporting the inside of this. Now, I did hear from somebody that I saw that this unit was bowing right here in the middle. And what they did was they created a holder to push this up. So it would push this down and not have the bowing that you could have in here. We're going to try that. I've already printed it, and I'll put a link to the author in the down below in the description. All right, so we know we have hoses going to the front here, here, and here. They go to each one of these nozzles directly, so there's no crossing. And let's see, we have the middle one is the only good one. So, first thing we need to do is remove the hose and we'll have to see how to remove these. Maybe we'll take it off from this side first, which looks like it's just a little clip, a little blue clip holds it on. Make sure that it doesn't go in. Then we can push this in and pull it out, just like that. Then they'll go up. And then this one comes out like that. All right, now we change from a hex screw to Phillips. We also need to take it off of here, but we can't do that, it looks like, until we actually get it off. So let me get a Phillips. All right, these are bigger Phillips screws. Okay. Okay, let's turn it over. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so it looks like the little rubber is stopping it from coming through. The little rubber is a little rubber there. And there we go, we popped it out. All right, there is it with the one broken off of this one. So we're going to go ahead and take this off. And you remember the story is I received, and I didn't know why, 3 of these black connectors, and it was just delivered to me with no instructions or even where it came from. So after looking at the problem and looking at these, they've redesigned them completely to make them thicker so they don't break. And they push the ball up straight. A little note would have been probably better, saying, you know, you're going to receive these, watch out for them. So okay. These go back in the same way they came, but I guess, again, the little rubber is in the way, so we'll take that off, put it back down, and we need to make sure that this is on the right side, because it's got to go in all the way. All right. Take the 2 screws, put them back in the hole, and they're already screws that don't even hold very well, and that's great. You know, just put screws in there that you're gonna have tension of something pushing on it, but you know. Okay, we'll throw this down. Okay, we're going to take now this inside, put it back in all the way, and then take it and put it back in here all the way. Okay. All right. That's one. On this side, we're going to take the little blue locking ring here, and what it does is holds out this so it doesn't like automatically come loose, and voila, it's in there. All right, let me do these other two, let me do the other outside one, and then I'll come back to you guys on this inside one because we have an add-on to that and I want to see if that works. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. So I've gotten to the middle one. I've replaced the unit, or the middle plastic piece. I have not put the pipe back on, or anything like that. Let me go to the printer and let me see. I have not taken the piece off the build plate yet. It's right there. I did this in bamboo PLA sparkle black. And so what it looks like is the author of that did not put the cover back on for the support. This probably goes flush and holds up the center without that metal support. This probably could be readjusted to actually hit the metal support, but I don't think the metal support lays on the ground either, and I don't know if it's really needed. It's only held in with 4 screws, and I don't know if it's just a vanity cover or it really does something for this. Please, if you guys know, leave a comment. So I know that, and these screws are not going to fit through that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to contact the author of this and I'm going to ask him about the metal plate before I use this and put this on there. I'm going to go back to its original state. Let's go back to the Phillips screwdriver. I'd like to just have a wash station back. I haven't had one since when I actually unboxed the cure station is when I took away my old ones, so I haven't been able to print nothing as I don't have a wash or cure station up and running at that time. So let's put this back in here all the way. In back where it was. Put that in, put that in. Then we have this blue to make sure that nothing comes out. There we go, they're all back in. That's in all the way. All right, I think I took bets on the last one. Will there be any leaking? I don't want to forget to put that rubber around the side of it. Okay, all 3 of these have rubber. All 3 of these have been replaced now with the new ends, with the new thicker ends. So this is the cover, and like I said, I don't know if this is a vanity cover or is it really doing something for stability. And I don't know. But it does look like it would give the center some more support, just a little bit. 3 2-gallon jugs that sit on top of this is pretty heavy. All right. All back together. Let me clean this up and put it back on the wash station, because if not, everything's just going to leak out here, and I don't want it to do that. And then we'll see what happens. We'll be right back. Welcome back. So I have connected the three, let's see if I can get you over there, the three rubber hoses into the wash station, and that's for jugs 1, 2, and 3. And I have the jugs. They are dry, and the bottom of them has a little spring-loaded on a, it looks like a round marble that hits against the rubber seal. So in theory they should be fine, but we don't know until we start putting water in them. So let me get that done, and we'll see if this thing leaks. All right, so what we're going to do is try this one jug at a time and see if we're going to get leaking anywhere, because I can see the bottom of the plastic. Now, I'm keeping a rag handy just in case this goes south. So this is the quarter of the way filled up, and I do not see any leaking from number 1. So what we're going to do is I'll put the caps on them when they've been tested. There we go. All right, cap 1's on. And with it moving around, I still don't have a leak that I can see. A couple drops did fall off when I was setting it down from the sink. That's it. All right, let's go get jug 2. All right, here goes jug 2, and this one is half full. And we have no leaking. All right, that cap went on a lot easier. No water underneath either. And I believe there's water in the lines. All right, let's try number 3. All right, here we are with jug number 3. Problem is when you have 3 jugs, seeing inside is not really feasible until it starts dripping all through here, which underneath of it is where it happened last time. Actually, last time the first thing happened was the hoses weren't plugged in all the way, and it started leaking there. All right, I don't hear any water or see any water. Make sure I have all the caps. Okay. They're all in there. Now, everybody knows that this washes 2 wash cycles by default. So it uses bin 1 and bin 2. There's a set 3 on there that lets you do bin 1, bin 2, and then it does a 3rd wash here. So don't forget that this takes all the resin off the model, cleans it all, and then that resin is in the IPA, and it sucks all that right back into these jugs. So your first jug is going to be your dirtiest, cleaner, and cleanest when you go to get rid of your IPA that's really dirty. All right. Let me go fill these jugs back up, and what I'm going to do is run a test wash on this. This jug 1 and 2 need to be filled up all the way, or it won't work. So let me get that going, and then we'll back up and actually watch the wash cycle. All right, welcome back, and we have 2 of the jugs completely full. like they're supposed to be. I have you now looking at the wash station, the bottom of it, where the agitator is, and also the first jug. So it should be emptying the first jug and filling up the station. So we're going to turn it on. This hasn't been turned on for, well, since we had the issue. All right. So this is a 30-second wash. I thought it was 30 minutes there when I first turned it on. I was like, well, let's go to the lowest one. But it was only 30 seconds. And it told us a lot. It also told us that water doesn't work. So this is water again. So we might have an error or two, and that's because we're using water. All right, so the AM2 is 2 washes. The AM3 is 3 washes. That uses all 3 of the barrels, or the buckets of water, or IPA. The SM is for using the basket and not using the build plate as your holder for your models. Okay, so I'm going to push AM2, and then you have a play pause button, which will actually start bringing the water in. Let me move this over just here so they're lined up. And all right, so that's the build plate holder that's actually going to lift the build plate if there was a model on it. Make sure that it's centered. Now it's going to start bringing the water in, and at this time it's going to clear all the air out of the lines. Well, we know the water's getting out. So after trying many attempts to get this to pull water in, I tried putting some water in here and seeing if it would get the water to start flowing. Doing the normal AM2, hitting play. The holder comes down with some noise. The pump, if you can hear that, let me put the mic up to it. So that's all it will do. It will not pull water from the tanks, which are full. And it will not, if I hit stop, which actually should take the water back out, any that I put in there. And now the pump will start again. But in reverse, it's actually trying to take the water out and fill it back into the jugs. And it's doing nothing. The bubble is completely centered, so this thing is fully leveled. But I can't get it to do in or out since the big leak. So, yeah. Well. Yeah, I really don't know what to say. We fixed the leaks. Water is actually in all three of these lines all the way up to the printer, so there's no leaks on the bottom and there's no leaks in the pan. That was our actual goal for this video. The second goal of this video was to actually see a product work. But, it's not working. So it looks like the pump is going on it. I did do a little bit of reading and found that other people had the same problem and they had to get a new pump sent to them to fix this issue. So my next step on this is to contact Uniformation and let them know what's going on and see what my next steps are on this Uniformation Wash 3 Ultra. This is Ken from Ken's Tech Lab. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And I read all of them and try to get back to all of you when I have a time to do that, but it's usually pretty quick. And like always with Ken's Tech Lab, stay awesome.